Alrighty, guys. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. If you are new here, tonight is 4UnderDawg cash scrims. The link is pinned in the chat. There's a giveaway tonight as well, so if you do want to enter that giveaway, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, screenshot it, and send it into the raffle chat. As well as tonight, we have DarKer Esports, Entity Gaming, TG Official, Real Gunners Esports, Dope Esports, Lethal Esports, Broken Spirits, Inhuman Esports, XO Elites, X-Rated, JAYNEPAL, Red Alert, Twizted Militia, Asian Tees, Sentinels, What's Good Esports, 4 Rogue, Men, New Era, Chicken Chokers, Deathwish, Emperor, and last but not least, Elite Esports. Those are the teams tonight that are playing. So we shall see how this does go. This first game is going to be going into Aaron Go for the first game. But we shall see how this first game goes. Shall see how this goes. I think there is some time being added, so let's take a look. We should be starting here now. Again, guys, this is first game, so I hope you guys do enjoy the 7th tonight for 4UnderDawg scrims. If you do want to enter the giveaway tonight, leave a like, subscribe, take a screenshot of it, and send it into the Discord raffle channel if you want to enter the giveaway. As well as, I hope you guys do enjoy the stream and everything. So hopefully everything does go well tonight. So let me check the Discord to see if we should be starting here. We should be starting here now. So let's see how this goes. Alrighty, let's get into the first game here tonight. So we're going to be heading into Erangel with the packed lobby. So do enjoy. Let's see how this is gonna go. Alrighty, now get it into the plane. Let's see how this is gonna go. Plane is gonna start from the west side over here, just a little bit away from the South George and Hospital area, going all the way down past, well, through military base to the very south of the island. What's good, Star? Welcome to the stream. Alrighty now. Everybody's looking to jump out here. Let's see where we are gonna get these early fights and who's gonna be looking to take this first game to start everything off. Let's go take a look. We do have 3 teams over here towards the South George area. We have a couple teams looking to share the DarKer area right now. We have Red Alert as well as Entity Gaming, as we do have Dope Esports as well as Death Wish over here. I think Real Gunners Esports as well. Real Gunners Esports are losing 2 now, just down to Coffin and Wolf. LZ, Baby Tang, Voltex, and Havoc all here. So we have another fight going on over here in military. Chicken Chokers versus, not really sure who that is. I think that is Asian Tees. Neto gonna be knocked right now. Joker waited on out. As there are a couple teams here as well, looking like pretty much everybody looking to land on top of one another with this plane. That's gonna be a lot of fights getting missed out, but that's gonna be X-rated. That's gonna be a double knock there onto Chicken Chokers. Chicken Chokers now just down to Neto. Neto, I don't know, not for sure how he got rezzed, unless someone ran over, but I'm not really sure. But it looks like Dope Esports getting into a fight with Death Wish. Death Wish taking a couple of them out. Chicken Chokers losing a couple there. Silas moving on back here. Cooking up a need, looking to throw it on in onto Joker. He's gonna connect there onto one. Now they're gonna look to start pushing on in. Stranger Silas. Ninja. All in here, looking to push on in here for X-rated. There's still one more player from Chicken Chokers. Tees in the next building over as well. Neto being heard. Neto's going to be chased down and eliminated there. That's going to be a team eliminated. Red Alert down to just player 12. Not sure where he is, but we're going to head back on over here towards this fight between X-rated and these. Ninja moving on out to try and throw a nade, but nade bouncing off the wall. Looking to throw out another one here, but gonna cancel there immediately. Now gonna look to cook up another one, trying to get a nade in here. He's aware of this player move behind the box. Gonna look to cook up another nade here. Trying to get a nade out here. Needs to be a little careful. Now it's Molly's in his bag. Silas, but that's gonna be K there. Getting the knock. Silas push on up here with the pump. That's gonna be Silas going on in with the pump with the FPP mode. taking them out. Baby Tang being knocked here. Now just down to LZ here. RGE. Runner. Rogue Gunners Esports. Picking up that knock on to Baby Tang. Now it is just down to LZ. Shall see what they are going to be looking to do now. As, hey, still got quite a few people on top of one another here. We have Emperor up 1 elimination on top of the likes of TG Official. TG Official already losing 1. Arman's going to be knocked and thirsted there. Now down to Chai. Noob down to 1 HP. As Assault needs himself there, but it's going to be Oct here throwing the molly on in. Gonna look for that knock there. Assault going to be looking for the revive here. As TG Official is just down to Hayer and Mali. So that's going to be New Era taking out a trio. Nucleotide looking to join on, or not Nucleotide. Inhuman Esports over here looking to come up over here, looking to take a fight. Wallace pushing on up. Being a little cautious there. Wallace trying to scare off Joshy there. Team pulling on up. Wallace going to look to cook up a nade here to throw, but unaware that they have moved. They have taken the shed. Joshy taking the wooden shed. Wallace going to hop in his Bugatti here and look to start to rotate. What's Good Esports also looking to get into a fight right now. Losing to Broken Spirit. Sentinels might be looking to get into a fight there as well. I'm not really sure who that is. JAYNEPAL over here, actually a trio. Sentinels, I think, might have taken one of them out already. Actually, it's not. Sentinels player F12 all the way over here as well. X-rated. Up to 7 elims here. LZ, last player for Dope Esports in the building here. That's DarKer Esports looking for him here. They should be a little bit aware that he is here. As now Emperor's looking to push on to DarKer Esports. They're taking them on out. First zone gonna close here. Now we're gonna be heading into zone number 2 as Sentinel. Oh, bless you. Sentinels and JAYNEPAL getting into it there. Jit gonna get knocked there. Try to push on up, but that's gonna be Cloudy getting the knocks. Cloudy holding it off, holding it down for the low, trying to get on out of there. Cloudy not being able to get that knock or the final elim there, but they have the 2 knock there. F12 gonna be eliminated there by X-rated. Going all the way down south there for that elim. Sure, they are looking for cars. As Sentinels get that final elim. As now we're gonna head on over here towards TG Official. Looking to take a fight here with Inhuman Esports. 2 of them not. Hayer trying to take the fight. Has 12 in hand. Hayer's gonna get knocked there. As Bar knocked as well. Just down to 1 player. Pixel being the last one alive. Mali throwing some nades out here, tying them up with the nade. Gonna pull out the DBS versus the S12. As Mali's gonna get taken out from the side. Emperor here on the side. Gonna be looking to push on in here now, because they're aware of these teams fighting. Down to 14 teams, 40 alive, and we're barely just going into second zone here. That's not really a lot, but we shall see. Pixel on the bottom for here. Little Fox looking to throw a nade towards him to get that final elimination as that is gonna be Pixel eliminated. Up to 8 eliminations here for Emperor. Gonna head on over here towards the likes of Elite. Looking to take on a fight, taking out Cheeseball there. So now we're down to 12 teams, 38 alive here. Not really sure why everybody hot shot like they did, because all the fights are not going to get covered. Let's see how this does continue to play out, as you know, everybody die early, giving us less fights later on in after, you know, first zone. Shall see. Let's take a look here. Gonna head on over here towards JAYNEPAL, the last player up, as X-Rated are aware that he's over here, looking to chase him down here. Taking a shot towards the silence. Not gonna be able to get that one, but that's gonna be Ninja picking up that final elim there. On to the last JAYNEPAL player. Up to 9 elims here. We shall see how it does continue to play out though. Zone 2 is closing now. 37 alive. And we are about to go to zone number 3. 37. It's not really what you want to see in the third zone. But we shall see how this is going to end up going, as zone looking to continue moving down very Pier area. Bridge still in zone, as well as the north side of the military island. Gonna head on over here towards 4UnderDawg. Looking to take a fight over here with the likes of Sentinels. Sentinels moving on up. Sadara throwing some nades out over here, trying to get an open and not too far off from Stone Cold there. Stone Cold trying to avoid those nades. Cloudy gonna be looking to wrap around. Stone Cold trying to avoid those nades. Sadara not catching him there. They're moving around. Cloudy spotting them out there. Gonna be on a different angle here for the team. Sadara is gonna be looking to move on up. I think there, as Cole does get the open and knock. Sadara looking to move on up here. Gonna head over here towards Sadara's perspective, as Cloudy moving on up there. That knee should have landed, as that knee throws Sadara off the ridge there, as Jake gets both of those eliminations, I believe, unless Cloudy did pick up that last and final one, but not really sure. We shall see how everything looks to continue to play out here. So now Sentinel's going to be looking to make their way in. X-Rated make their way in, looking to take the center of zone on the outside of bridge, taking grannies and the building. Well, side of the bridge over here, as Elite Esports is looking to take the likes of gas station, or the warehouse behind the gas station over here. So we shall see how this goes. Setting in the warehouse. Not really sure what they're up to. Just gooning around right next to one another. Rockies, Samil, Alex, and 4T. Zone coming on in here now. This is when having 30-something alive towards 4th to 5th zone is kind of okay. Because then everybody's going to start piling on up. Sentinels looking to scout out where they should go. Dope. The solo player is still alive here. He might be looking to move on in on this compound and hold it down for himself. As Real Gunners Esports, Entity, and Real Gunners Esports and Entity making their way in. We do have the likes of New Era also over here, barely on edge, just holding this edge compound. Not really sure what the plan is here to hold this edge compound. Yeah, I know it's in zone. It's just not what I would play. Playing a little too passive, but LZ over here does spot Ace there from Entity, looking to try to get the thirst there, but Entity Gaming looking to try to make it in here. As LZ's going to start getting shots towards the car. Zone does pop here. Real Gunners Esports have the garage here, might be looking to play it. Wolf still outside of zone, needing to make his way on in. I don't think he has a car. I'm not sure. But Coffin might be looking to pick him up. Sentinels over here looking around. Jit driving by. Broken Spirits. X-Rated looking to take the gas station here. So we shall see how this goes. Elite Esports holding the warehouse. They're going to be aware. Cloudy scouting out the garage here, giving out those cars for his team. They know there's a player there. Coffin inside the car. Coffin's going to get knocked there by Sada. Entity driving on by Wolf, needing to make his way more into zone. Cloudy looking to try to keep his car safe, as the rest of Sentinels going to be taking shots towards Entity Gaming right now. As Entity Gaming a move. New Era over here driving around in the field, taking some sheds here. As they do have Entity Gaming to their left. They're going to be aware that's Cloudy moving on up on the side of the hill. Maybe going to take this garage to play it, be an anchor point for his team. Or Sada and Cloudy might just play this as a duo, so we can watch Entity Gaming and collude up a little bit here. Cloudy continue to drive on around. Wolf might get in on the action here. He could spot off Hunter there. Hunter does need to move on in. So that could be possibly a kill there for him to get. That's New Era moving around. Hunter probably gonna go back for his car. Wolf, is he gonna go for the steal? He is. He's gonna get the opening knock on him. He's gonna get the thirst there as well. But now we have EXO Elites here, just down the slider, and SKKG. Entity Gaming aware of Wolf being on that backside. Wolf needing to be careful. Sentinels should be watching the kill feed to make sure, hey, Entity Gaming, they've lost one. But Zone looking to pop on up the hill where Emperor hold the warehouse, all being in the zone. No one else is on in besides LZ at the compound as a solo. Sentinels looking to maybe move on to Broken Spirits here. Broken Spirits making sure they have a split. But Broken Spirit having a 2-2 splits As Cloudy's gonna spin on out, looking to fight DarKer, taking shots from the backside. DarKer getting tagged up by the S12. Cloudy's looking to turn on Teddy there. DarKer gonna get knocked there as well. Fluffy, as Cloudy makes it on in, but gets knocked there. Jit looking to try to get rezzed here. Fluffy trying to hold it off. Teddy possibly gonna get rezzed here. Fluffy looking to move on up. Sentinels get their full reset. They need to make this push up onto Fluffy. Get him out of there. Making sure he's not on their backside. Sada trying to lead the charge here. Fluffy trying to get on out. Sentinels. Fluffy. Not there. Sada gonna get knocked. Gonna be looking to get res. Now they're gonna be looking towards Reaper and Teddy. Low. Taking the shots. Gonna be looking. That's gonna be Jit getting knocked. Sada gets res back on up. Teddy pushing on in. Low on HP. Needing to heal on up. They did lose one. Cloudy gonna get that knock there. Gonna look for the third. Reaper behind the car. Up to 9 elims here. Reaper down to 1 HP. That's gonna be Sentinels. Up to 10 elims. But they need to make their move on in. Cloudy getting a new buggy there. Now making their way in. Entity taking out the likes of EXO Elites there. Entity need to make their way in. X-rated taking a fight here with Elite. Alex here needs to be careful. I guess he didn't see the player at the small garage there. As he throws a nade. You gotta be more aware, but trade on off. Silas is gonna get knocked there. Samil holding his side. Stranger moving on up. Gonna get a knock there on to Rats there. Gonna get a knock on to Stranger. Gonna move on out. Hey, gets a drop shot there. Low on HP. 4T pushing on out. Line to get the final one. As that's gonna be both of the teams eliminated. As Sentinels coming on in. Third party in the fight. Entity Gaming just down to 1. And it's gonna be Ace. That's going to be Ace eliminated. Sentinels up to 13 eliminations, looking for this win. Now we're in the top 3. LZZ making it all the way to the top 3. As Sadra looking to move on up onto Emperor Esports here. A full squad from Emperor. 14 elims. They're aware of LZ being on the backside. Sentinels all moving on up here. Looking to force this fight against Emperor here on edge of zone. Flow looking to move on up. He has no needs. Little Fox on his left. He needs to be a little careful. Needs coming on out. Emperor's moving on. Sarah with 1 need and a Molly. LZ now in the zone. After sending it in, Sentinels need to watch where Emperor go because they play more on that right side. It's not going to be the best for them. Flow moving on in. Gonna look to take a better spot here. Hopping on out. Taking a little bit of blue zone. They have close side of zone, so they do need to be careful. Emperor trying to take the fight onto the likes of Bill. LZZ getting tagged on up. Lil Fox getting tagged up as well. Cloudy gonna look to move on up. C swapping here. Gonna hop on out. Gonna move behind. Spot Lil Fox out. Get the knock. As gets the fresh level 3. He has 3 needs. He's gonna be looking to use here. To throw onto Emperor. Lil Fox looking to try to get res. Assault trying to get the run over onto Cloudy. Lil Fox does get thirsted. Oct trying to force the fight. They trade off there. Sadara hopping on out there. As Reaper does get knocked there as well. Now it's just down to a 1v1. As that's going to be Emperors maybe getting the reses here. LZ trying to get the first aids off. Going to be looking to move on up. He's aware of these players being knocked. He's going to start cooking the nades here. He does. Just looking to throw him onto Assault and Oct here by the hovercraft. Oct gets by there, getting knocked. Now just down to the Assault. Taking a shot onto the hovercraft with the S12. That's gonna blow him on up. Killing himself, staying right next to the hovercraft. What a bad mistake there, LZ. I see why Dope was just down to one player. All those many mistakes of just going out early there. Emperor having a pretty good game though, picking up 16 elims. Dope going out in second with 6. Sentinels having a good game as well, picking up 14 elims himself, going out in third. Entity going out in fourth there with 9. Elite Esports going out in 5th with 2. New Era going out in 6th there with 5. Elite Esports going out in 7th there with 6. X-Rated going on out in 8th there with 11. So now we're going to take a look at the rest of the results here. Keep on scrolling through here to get to the bottom. Deathwish going to be the first team eliminated, going out with 3 elims, having a couple points, not really too bad, but hey. So now we're going to take a look at stars of the match. Cloudy going all out with 7 eliminations. Ace with the best companion there. And so that's going to be game number 1. We are going to be back for a second game, so do stay tuned for that, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna be getting into game number 2 here. As you're seeing, game number 1 going to the likes of Emperors. Emperors taking game 1 with a hefty amount of kills as well. Another team doing pretty good. Sentinels having like 14 elims. Dope almost having that win in their hands. But standing a little too close to a car that's almost blown up like it is. It has a timer until it blows up as well, depending on how much it is damaged. So I don't recommend standing next to it like that, like LZZ did. But I do recommend like don't be too close to it, like how he was like hugging it, but like you could be close to it, but like not too close like he was. Because, you know, maybe that EMP player, hey, he's close to it, I'm going to shoot it, get an extra elim. But with that being said, we're going to be heading into Miramar here. So I hope you guys do enjoy this game. I hope you guys enjoyed the last game. We're going to head on over to Emperors since they did win that game. So let's see if I can find them. I don't even know what slot they're in. There they are. I think it was Assault, last one up there. So we're gonna spectate him. So yeah, let's see how this does go here. Let's see how this goes. As we're in game number 2, Clean. It's going to be looking to start off just a little bit above Prison there, going all the way to Oasis there. With that being said, it is going to be passing up places like Jumasera, Valle del Mar, Bower Grid, Monte, Hacienda, San Martin, Water Treatment, La Cabaria, and El Pozo, Picado as well. More of those closer cities to the plane. So let's see how this does go here. So best of luck to everyone for this game. So let's see how this goes. Let's see where the fights do happen, as we do have an early fight going on over here with EXO, Elite, and Real Gunners Esports. Real Gunner Esports picking up the first elimination for this game. Spec gets knocked there as well. Nemo looking towards Slider. Now it's just down to Slider and Quackity after Spec getting eliminated there. So we shall see how this does continue to play out as these teams go at it. As that is going to be Slider getting knocked there. Now it is just down to Quackity. Quackity on the bridge here, getting the AK and Mini and automatically running on up. Never sides, I don't know if he's aware of Quackity running on up. 3 eliminations to their name. They have a UZ not too far. Coughing a little low. Wolf, by the looks of it, is a AFK, so if Quackity looks on that way, he could possibly get a 3 elim. Zone looking to go all the way east there. We have another fight going on over here towards Dope here. TG officials getting taken out there by Dope Esports. Gonna be the first team fully wiped on out there. Inhumans looking for a fight as well. I think Cheeseball is from the likes of, not really sure. Twizted Militia, I don't know. Twist, I don't know. I'm gonna say Twizted Militia, not Miata. Militia. Gonna be losing one there. They are stuck between 2 teams as they have Inhuman Esports over here. Sentinels looking to start off as well, as they're getting into a fight with Cheese. Where is that at? Here it is. Sentinels picking up an even there. Ninja going to be eliminated there. Krypton get knocked there. As Flow with the pistol. I think he got that knock and thirst with the pistol. Not really sure. But X-rated taking casualties left and right. Just down to K and Silas. So we're going to go back up here to Sentinels. 2 Elims throwing util out here. As Stapin gonna get eliminated there by Sadara with the jump off the box. Getting that final Elim onto that team. Taking on Dore here. Making it theirs. Gonna head on over here towards Elite Esports. And looking to fight for San Martin. Doing a 1-2-1 split. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know where they learned this. It might have been learned from me. Because when I used to play competitive here, I did the same split when fighting an entity game. And then they never caught on until like one of my last scrims. But hey, it is what it is. They can use it, but you gotta use it well. It's now Dope looking to take a fight with Chicken Chokers here. Chicken Chokers losing one. Dope looking to push on to these players here. The likes of the Golden Rod, New Era looking to take a fight with Red Alert as well. Wow's gonna be knocked right now. Gonna look at him crawling on in here. He does hear a player here. That's gonna be Dill pushing on down to him here. Looking for that thirst. There's a player over here from 4 Rogue Men. That's Quackity. Does get eliminated there by Rogue Esports. Wolf still AFK. Elite Esports looking for this Elim onto that fallen player. As they are getting that reset. Nexus gonna get eliminated as Hunter gets knocked there as well. 4T gonna be looking to heal on up here now. As Entity just down to a duo. Alex and Samil, I believe, are still on the lower ground here. So we shall see how this is going to go. Ace and don't know the other player's name. Gonna head on over here towards New Era. 4 Rogue Men. Gil gonna get eliminated there by 4 Rogue Men. Now it's just down to 0. Now Sue57 sprinting on out with the red dot. Needs coming on out, doing some damage. Twizted Militia here taking the fight with Inhuman Esports, picking up a knock onto one. Might be looking to push up. Punk here. Another 1 story. Team Maya here pulling out the pump here. Looking to take the 1v1 against the likes of Brar. As Static getting a knock onto Goat there as well. I think that's from DarKer Esports. As that is gonna be Brar pushing on out. Getting knocked. Flexi missing majority of those shots to get the thirst. But that is just gonna be down to Pixel. Pixel getting that knock on the Flexi. Punk has the pump out in his hand right now. So where are Pixel's locations? M4 being pulled out. So pull the pump back out. Pixel moving on to the other room. Trying to jump onto the windowsill, but not gonna be able to. Trading off shots. Nova gonna get taken out off there. This Pixel trying to avoid the shots here. Twizted Militia. Pump to the face of Pixel there from Pump. They did lose Cheeseball and Flexi. Now just going to be a duo. Gonna go out to the play zone there. Gonna head on over here towards New Era, as well as 4 Rogue men here still on the outside. Dope here might be looking to take on these fights. 2 fights of Death Wish. As we have Scarface, X-Rev, Exo, his entries peak as well, but Dope looking to tag on up Scarface. There's entries spotted there as well, looking to leave his team. Having up into the 9 with the 4X. Shall see how this goes here. Gonna smoke the roof there from Havoc. Havoc need to heal on up. They do have his entries on the ridge over here, but his entries not being there. That's gonna be Baby Tank picking up that knock there. It's gonna be another Elam here for Dope. Baby Tank moving on around. So they're gonna throw some smokes out. New Era picking up another Elam there onto Red Alert. X-Rib trying to move on out. LZZ taking Morado. Getting spotted by Baby Tank. Baby Tank taking those shots towards the UAZ. Not taking any shots. But he's looking towards Scarface. Scarface does get knocked. X-Rib into the shed. LZZ might go for an angle there. But we shall see here. Dope taking advantage here of the likes of the Wish. Scarface crawling around. LZ might just start here. Gonna get the thirst there. Gonna hop back in the car. Looking to move on out. Car smoking on up. Emperor's here. Looking to take a fight with Broken Spirits as well. Rana OG with the SKS. Picking up the thirst. Might have just gotten a knock there as well. Nope, that's gonna be a knock. Gonna look for the thirst there on to God Kid as Oct just Octo up to 3 Elams. So that's gonna be Death Wish eliminated early once again. Don't think they had any Elams this time, so they are gonna be stuck on 3 points. We shall see what happens here. I'm gonna look to heal on up here. So we are just down to Monarch, the solo for Broken Spirits. Elite Esports making their way in. Wolf eliminated. JAYNEPAL, it's just a solo, but Silas gonna be eliminated there, as that's gonna be X-rated. Taken on out, I believe. No, we still have one more player here. I do believe that is the likes of DarKer Esports here. Why did my phone just dim? DarKer Esports over here trying to pick up these Elams onto these players here. Young Goat looking to make his way on in. That's going to be Vitus here with that Elam assault. Moving on over here to where Monarch is, the compound. Monarch holding a long building here with the S12 in his hand right now. Might be able to get a free Elam to his name. We shall see. Assault waiting a little bit on out. His team slowly moving on in here. But Assault, I think Assault is cautious that there's a player here. Let's see the UAZ. He's gonna look to throw Molly into the second story of that room. Gonna look to cook up another nade here to throw into the second story of the other room there. But cooking it a little too long. Not gonna be able to get it into the room. As they do here, Monarch pushing on out, missing the first shot. But that's gonna be Assault taking him on out there. 14 teams. Twizted Militia taking the fight with What's Good Esports here. Beniki, Angelica, Nebby, and Giga here. Benki just down to half HP. Punk doing a lot of damage there. Dope might be looking to third party the fight here. Not really sure. They're not too far away. 9 Elims to their name. Twizted Militia trying to get on out of there. 4 Elims to their name. What's Good Esports might be chasing them down here, but it's really not worth it. Zone, as you can see, shifting on over here towards Labadida here. Shall see how this is going to go for these teams, players. So now they're going to be looking to make their way on into Dope here. Havoc, take no shots. They're where Angelica is. Angelica playing this roadside here. Looking to regroup. Might look to push on to What's Good Esports here. But they're going to be moving on to the ridge. But Dope need to be careful of their backside. Nevy's going to get knocked there. Nade going on out. Now down to Banky. Baby Tang looking to move on. Banky going to get knocked there as well. Baby Tang getting knocked in return. Trying to stay crawling with the car. As G getting him there. The car's going to get shot at G. I don't think you want to keep shooting at that car, as that's going to be What's Good Esports eliminated there by Dope. LZ getting out there. Havoc looking to res his teammate here. That's Lethal Esports here. Picking up an Elim there on to 1 or 2 actually. No, 1 of Emperor. I think 1 of Elites. Not really sure. I think it was 1 of Elites, but 1 of Emperors as well there. Lethal Esports here looking towards 4 Rogue. As Lazy Me takes some shots there, but gonna get shot in the back. Needs to be a little careful moving on out like they are. Elite Esports here though, wanting to join on in on the action. To try to pick up some Elims here. Are they going to be able to do so? Shall see what happens here. Let's see how this does continue to play on out. Zone should be coming on in. Zone 3. Going to be going on to Zone 4. 13 teams. 36 alive. Dope looking to have a good game here so far. I think they're up 13 Elims. I'm not wrong. Still 4 alive. But we shall see. We have Sentinels up to the north side. Soderic get eliminated there. Flo getting knocked as well. Just down to Kryptonite here. As well as Cloudy. 4 Elims to their name. Cloudy picking up that knock on to no one. They need to get on out of here. As Cloudy's going to look to join Kryptonite. They're, I believe, going to be looking to push on up to New Era here. This New Era have a little bit of a split. Static still on the backside there. But Sentinels might just be looking to make their way on in. Nova gonna get knocked there. No one gonna get eliminated there by Chicken Chokers. Chicken Chokers right next to the likes of 4 Rogue Men. Demon gonna get knocked there by Neto. Lazy Me gonna thirst Demon there as well from Lethal. Let's see how this does continue to play on out. Sentinels still alive as a duo. Nova being revived here. Static being the last one up. Nova taking their time to heal on up, but gonna have enough time to do so. Zone's not doing that much damage, but it's gonna have to move on into these players here. Kryptonite and Cloudy here moving on around. Dark taking some shots onto Real Gunners Esports. K still alive for X-rated. Trying to keep themselves up here. Dark Esports looking towards the way of Real Gunners Esports. Never side. Needs to be a little careful there, because Dark is looking his way. I guess Dark's not really looking his way, or they possibly would have seen him in that UAZ because he's not too behind covering. But Dark's going to be looking to make their way on in. Neverside's making their way on into their teammate. Ronaldo going to get knocked there by Coffin. Coffin gets by there by New, tying him on up. Neverside's pushing on up. Virtus going to be looking to push on in. New Era trying to push on in onto Sentinels. Sentinels picking up a knock onto one as they do spray out the other one. Up to 6 elims now. Kryptonite picking up 2 there. Neverside's picking up another knock there onto DarKer Esports here. DarKer Esports trying to stay alive up to 5 elims. DarKer Esports down to a duo needing to make their way on in. Here on the sides, holding the side area here. Emperor's looking right now. Ronaldo gonna get thirsted there by DarKer Esports. That's also gonna be the likes of Boda eliminated here because there's no saving him. Stone Cold being the last one up, making his way on in. Emperor's looking towards chicken chokers, picking up a knock onto one. Not getting the thirst. A lot of fights going on over here. Emperor's pretty much. DarKer Esports just down to Noob. Try to pick up his teammate. Cloudy gonna go on out to the play zone. But Kryptonite taking on out K, I believe. K going out to the play zone though. Top 10 Elite in the center of zone. Stone Cold moving on out from the hillside there. Being cautious here. Dope still a 4-man up here. 14 elims making their way on in towards the center of zone. LZ, the man who did sell the last game, looking to make up for it right now. 5 elims to his name. Looking to push on to Punk to possibly pick up a 6, but that's going to be Voltex picking up that elim. 15 elims to their names. Lethal Esports trying to move on up. The Dope not having it right now. LG going to be looking to take this Bugatti. Lethal Esports looking to take the hill right now. As they're aware of Dope moving on up. But you need to be careful of Elite Esports. Assault taking out Neverside's Dope. Moving on up. Havoc a little low on HP. Lazy Me gonna get knocked there. Gonna get thirsted there. Havoc maybe not looking to thirst that elim on, but that's going to be Lethal Esports eliminated. Emperor Esports moving up along the hill as well. That's Dope. Hold the center zone for zone number 5. Crip now trying to make his way on in here. Zone 5 closing on in here. Crip trying to find where he can go. Just has the car for cover right now. He's gonna be looking to move on in. Chicken Choker tonight. Gonna look to crash onto Chicken Choker. It's not something you wanna do there, especially driving straight into it. That is the dumbest thing you can do, Rackies. And 4T holding off against Chicken Chokers. Chicken Chokers just have Neto alive as a solo. 4T gonna get that one there on to Neto. Elite holding on to this compound. So they are up to 7 elims. Dope now looking to try to hold off against Emperor here. So that's gonna be a raid there. They get the revive on to have it. Stone Cold gets that knock though. Baby King low on HP here. Havoc gonna get thirsted there. LZ looking to take the fight against Rana here. Rana down low on the thirst on off there. Reloading this guy. Rana needing to be careful here. Rana low on HP. LZ pulling out the nade. Looking to cook it up right. Throwing it on towards Rana. Rana gonna get held on up. Gonna get naded there. As now it is just down to Assault. For the last player of Emperor. 20 elims here for Dope. making up for a lot of last would think maybe actually not really making up because they made it 6 elims in second place, but hey, they pick up a lot more elims here. Elite keeping themselves alive. LZ not having it though. He wants to elims onto them. They're low on HP. They might be crashing onto Stone Cold. 4 jumps out. Stone Cold low on HP, but that's gonna be Elite's down to 1. Now they're looking for the dog. LZ up to 8 elims. He might be looking for Rockies there. As that's 22. Can they make it 23? 8 elims to LZ, 6 to Baby Tank, 5 to Voltex, and 3 to Havoc. Voltex looking to cook up a need, throwing it on, out. Rockies in the blue zone. LZ looking for that elim. He's gonna find it there. Takes him up to 9 eliminations there. So that's gonna be Dope Esports finally making up for the last game, even though they had a second place. Should have been a win, but LZ making up for it. 9 elims here, having 23 to their name. Elite Esports going out in second there with 8. Emperor's going out in third there, taking a third place this time with 6 eliminations. Rogue Men going out in fourth there with 2. DarKer Esports going out in fifth with 2. Chicken Chokers going out in sixth with 4. Sentinels going out in seventh this time, but having 7 elims. Lethal Esports going out in eighth with 3. Now we take a look at the rest of the results here. As we do get closer to the bottom here. First team eliminated is going to be the likes of TG Official. Going out with 0 eliminations to their name. Going to take a look at stars of the match. LZ going out with 9 eliminations to their name. Voltex with best companion, and LZ with the finisher there. So that's going to be game number 2 there done. Going to be heading on over to Sanok for game number 3. So do stay tuned for that, as we have Sanok and Erangel. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, we'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna be getting into the third game here tonight. As it is gonna be Sanok. Game 1 going to Emperor. Game 2 going to Dope Esports. Topping it off with 23 elims to their name. So, shall see how this goes. Picking up more elims than Emperor. Emperor with a 3rd place, so I don't know where it's necessarily gonna put them, especially since Dope had a 2nd place with 6 kills the first game. So I'm not really sure where like everyone is gonna be put at and whatnot. So we shall see how this is gonna be looking to go for everybody. So we're gonna be halfway done. We're already halfway done so far with the night. Yeah. So, with that being said, we are now going to be getting into this third game, second to last game for tonight. So, we do have one more right after this one, as we are going to be going back into Erangel right after this. Yeah, so we shall see how that is going to go. Alrighty, let's head on over to Dope, since they are the winners of last game. We'll spectate LZ. Just, kind of made up for it from the first game, but we shall see if he can continue on. We shall see how Dope is going to continue on here as well. So, let's hop over into the plane here, as the plane is going to start a little to the left of Houghton there, going all the way down south, passing up Camp Charlie and Banta, as well as Docks. So we shall see how this is gonna go here. So now everybody's gonna be looking to jump on out. Yeah. Let's see how this game goes, and let's see who's gonna be looking to take this third game. So far, we've had 2 different winners. We shall see if anybody can pick up a 2nd win, or we're just gonna have different winners, as Broken Spirits, Red Alert, all looking to fight. So we do have another team, as we have X-Rated, all here looking to take Temple. They're gonna be looking for these Broken Spirits. I would say, since the main team that does drop here is no longer here, I would assume someone would probably try and take it. We do normally see Dauntless taking this, but we have Reaper here and God Kid looking to push on up. Death Wish and TG officials getting into it. Reaper pushing on up. God Kid, not really sure where he is. He is down the hill in the compound right now. So Reaper's going to have this fight to himself. Not really what you want. X-Rated, looking for a game to win. Playing alright, but yeah. But we shall see how this goes. We're going to head on over here towards TG officials, as Harmon's also now just down to here. Don't know what not Deathwish, TG really doing. Don't know what they had planned. Moving out in the open like they were. Zone looking in favor of the north side as well here. Could possibly pick up some knocks there. Setting on the stairs here. And he does pick up a knock onto one. Not one, but two there so far. Gonna take shots at the ground, but they're gonna be looking for the reses there. One of them is low. Gonna move on out. Scar's gonna get knocked. Now just down to Xrv. Can he get the 1v4 switching back to the S12? As he does get the 1v4 onto Deathwish. I don't know what Deathwish was doing there. But Hayer is, you know, holy, putting on a show for his team after all getting eliminated. Making sure Deathwish goes out early too with his teammates. Just gonna head on over here towards New Era. And Shami Nova is AFK. Atomic gonna get thirsted there for Rogue. Man, a full squad here this time. We have another fight going on, and that's gonna be the likes of Lethal Esports here. Now just down to Russian and Sadness. Twizted Militia here, facing off against Lethal Esports. Cheeseball throwing a molly. Gonna move into the one story here so far. As Nova does come back. Sadness is gonna get knocked. Now it is just down to one more player. What's good? Esports looking to come on down. Broken Spirits take it out down to God Kid into T. Moving on up, taking him on out. Silence is knocked as well. God Kid, I think, is the one with that one. See, he's the last one on the line for his teammate. What's good? Esports here. So I think that is the likes of New Era taking out for Rogue and Russian still alive here in this building. Shall see how this does continue to look to play out as Russian needs to move in. What's good? Esports is right next to him, but as well as Flexi from Twizted Militia here. Gonna set on him for a little bit longer until we see someone get in a fight. So that's gonna be EXO. Looking to get into a fight with Chicken Chokers here. Chicken Chokers trading off. EXO just down to a solo. It is just Slider, Tiger, and Spet, both not Quackity, eliminated already. As Chicken Chokers trying to push on up. Neto pushing on up here so far on Tiger. Or Slider. Not Tiger. Trying to hold him off. UMP again. Taking the fight. As that's going to be Neto taking him on out there. Cheeseballs. What's good? Esports here. Up to 2 eliminations. Those Russians going to get spotted. They're going to be taken out. Now up to 3 elims for What's Good Esports. Chicken Chokers now taking another fight. That's going to be no other than Sentinels here. Picking up those knocks. Kryptonite does get knocked there as well. Almost Thursday night. Trying to hold on off there. Blaze is going to get knocked there. As well as Thursday now. It's just down to Neto. Cloudy going to get knocked there. Neto with the S12 in hand. Cloudy knocked. Neto trying to hold off there, but Chicken Choker's gonna get wiped on out there as Cloudy with the 3-piece. Not gonna be able to get the 4-piece there, but we shall see how this is gonna continue to go on as we're down to 15 teams. Zone going all the way up north there Inhumans taking some shots towards Asian T's Entity Gaming. Losing a player there as they lose Hunter. God Kid over here. Still alive for Broken Spirits. They have 3 elims. X-Rated still alive. 3 eliminations to their name as well. Zone looking at favor towards the north side. So they're more than likely possibly going to have to cross Elite Esports and DarKer Esports here, sharing a compound. As that is going to be new. Getting knocked first by Emperor Esports there. Emperor up to 2 elims. Now looking towards Elite. As Entity's going to lose another player. Nexus moving on out here. Octo looking his way though. Not trying to make sure he's not able to go. DarKer Esports looking that way as well. They want these elims. Virtus under the bridge right now. We have a lot of shots going on here. Not sure where to go, who to watch, as we have all these fights going on right now. DarKer Esports looking to try to get their res here onto their teammate. Young Goat. Zone closing on in. God Kid trying to make his way on up. Asian T's looking to push on to Emperors here. So that's going to be Goat eliminated, as well as Shootbot. That's going to be Stapin moving on around. The Salt getting knocked there. That's Ryan's looking for that res. Little Fox. And the likes of Octo. Trying to hold off this edge. Zapping and Achilles here. Gonna look to take the UAZ and get on out. And we're looking to move on back, looking to take a compound for now. As now we have Dope here, looking to move on up to Inhumans here. LZ leading the charge right now. He has some needs in his hands, looking to maybe use them here. So that's going to be one getting knocked. The kill is going to get that knocked. Dope. They have a Scooter pulling on up. Voltex and Baby Tang looking to move on up. Needs coming on in here onto Inhumans. LZ gonna get that open and knock for the team, but there's 2 knocks onto that team. But they get the res onto one. Havoc needing to heal on up. Dope pushing on outside. Instead of playing inside the buildings, they're gonna play on outside. I don't know what LZ is doing, but that's not the move there. As he's coming on out, LZ gonna play by the rock. Maybe pick up the res on the Voltex. Havoc and Baby Ting trying to hold off against some humans right now. Throwing the knee to all in. That's Rock knocked. Aaron on this ball. That's gonna be Inhumans eliminated. Voltex is gonna be looking to get res here. Entity. I think they took out X-Rated there. 3 eliminations to their name. Elite Esports taking on out there. Payer for the likes of TG Official. Still alive right now. We shall see how this is going to continue to play out. Sentinels looking to push on up here towards EMP. Cloudy going to get knocked there by Little Fox. So they're going to push on up here. Going to look to drive back around into the divot, trying to keep himself alive. Rana going to get knocked there by Flo. So they're going to look to run on up here. Shall see how this is going to continue to play out. Sada trying to play from an angle. Flow trying to do the same here. He's going to get spotted by Assault there. Now just down to Sadara. Sadara going to be looking to try to get out of dodge. He's aware of EMP trying to chase him on that. I don't know why the smoke is glitching like that. It's going to move on over here to this compound. JAYNEPAL going to be taken out as well there. Dope taking out the duo in the compound below. Up to 7 eliminations now. Voltex re-knocked. Now they're aware of EMP. Shall see how this is gonna go here. EMP being spotted here by LZ. LZ up to 4 elims here. Real Gunners Esports. Passing by what's good, what's good. Not going to get that elim. Sara's going to get that elim there onto Real Gunners Esports. Real Gunners Esports now just down to a trio. Dope here. Looking to push on up to Emperor slowly but surely. Lil Fox going to be the one closest to him. Emperor's down to just a trio. Rana being eliminated just a bit ago. What's good? Pushing on up on the side of Assault right now. Assault needing to be a little careful here as Dope and what's good is trying to move on up next to Real Gunners Esports. Gonna take G out. Now we shall see how it's good. Angelica taking those shots. Octo's gonna be caught there as Lil Fox moving on down to their team. Dope here moving on up, taking control of the hill. Gonna take out Lil Fox. They're aware of there being another team over the hill. Real Gunners Esports pushing on up onto what's good here. Healing on up as that is going to be Coffin there. Coffin trying to do some damage. Angelica knocked here. Coffin going to throw a nade on out. Molly coming in. Banky pushing on up here. Molly going to get him though. Now it's down to Nemo. Nemo with the AK-4X not gonna do the job though. That's now Dope looking to take the fight with New Era up to 11 elims. LZ maintaining 5 eliminations to their name. Voltex and Havoc. Voltex once again needing to be revived. Sadara trying to hold off against Entity right now. He has 5 first aids. His vest almost gone. Needs to make his way into the zone as well. Don't know how he's going to do this fully without Entity possibly seeing him. He's going to throw some smokes out here. As that is also going to be X-rated, eliminated there by EMP. Dope having the zone. Voltex looking on over towards Sadara. Needs to be a little careful here as Voltex going to be a little angle here. For Dope on the side. Sarah barely getting out of the blue zone though. Don't think Voltex spots him there. He does though. So that's going to be Sentinels eliminated. Sarah taking out Entity. Still here as well. Voltex being aware. Spotted Nexus. They're tagging him on up. Assault. Picking up a knock there onto Young Goat from DarKer Esports. Spotted there by Voltex. Next is going to get knocked there. Now just down to 8th. Voltex cooking up a nade, but not needed. As that's going to be Havoc picking up those elims. And now LZ going to be looking over to Emperors and what's good Esports. Another top 3 finish here for Dope. Looking to possibly be another win for Dope as Emperor moving on up towards LZ's way. Picking up another knock there. That's going to be Havoc onto what's good. What's good just down to a solo. That elim's going to be still in 17. 19 if they get these two onto Emperor LZ. Pulling out the DBS here. Trying to avoid the nade. Octo throwing a nade on him. Gonna get that knock there. Octo's gonna go for the elim. As Octo's gonna get knocked there immediately. That's gonna be Baby King. As Baby King's looking to cook up a nade. LZ trying to stay alive. Needs coming on in here. Assault gonna get eliminated. them. As that's going to be dope for a second win. They should have had 3. It should have been 3, but 2 so far. As they have another good game. 3 top 2s and a win. 2 wins. So far, I'd say tonight is theirs for sure. Picking up 19 elims to their name. So, dope. May have just taken this just after that win, especially after having a second place and a win. And then now picking up another win. Emperor going out in second. Possibly going to be placed in second overall because they had a win, a third, and a second place now. With 11 elims. What's Good Esports going out in third there with 6. Entity going out in fourth there with 3. DarKer Esports going out in fifth with 1. Sentinels going out in sixth there with 6 elims. X-rated going out in 7th with 4. New Era going out in 8th there with 9. So now we're going to take a look at the rest of the results here. Get to the bottom here. The first team eliminated is going to be Red Alert, going out with 0 eliminations to their name. Stars of the match is going to be Baby Tank going all out with 7 elims, LZ with best companion, and Havoc with the finisher as well. So that's going to be game number 3. We have one more game to go. So do stay tuned for that. And yeah, we'll be right back once again as we're going to be getting to the last game. There we go. Again, guys, if you want to join the giveaway, it's not too late just yet. If you want to join it, take a screenshot, leave a like, sub the screen, and take a screenshot, send it into the raffles channel to enter. With that being said, we'll be right back. Alrighty, now guys, we're gonna be getting into the last and final game for the night. Yes. We're gonna be getting into the last game, which is gonna be Aaron Go. We had Aaron Go first game, which Emperors won. Dope almost had it. Just need a 1v1, but standing too close to a smoke and aircraft, blowing himself up. And yeah, but ever since Dope has won 2 games in a row, should have been 3, but they have won 2 in a row so far. We shall see if they can win the 3rd one here. But with that being said, we shall see how this is gonna go here. So we should be getting into this game here in the time now. We are 2 minutes past hard start. Let me check the Discord real quick. Alrighty, now we are gonna be getting into the last game of the night, as it is Aaron Go. So let's see how this is gonna go here. Let's head on over to Dope. Let's see how this is gonna go. Vortex just throwing his apples. Let's take a look at the plane. The plane's going to start from Stauber, going all the way to the west there. Just on that shoreline there. We shall see how this is going to go for these teams. Are we going to get the hot drops? Kind of like the hot drops like we did with the first game. We shall see, as everybody was sure looking to land on top of one another. But we shall see how this is gonna go. So now everybody is looking to jump on out here. Should see who's gonna be looking to take a fight and where they're gonna be looking to fight. Let's head on over to here Inhumans, by the looks of it, gonna get a free kill here onto, don't know for sure who's supposed to be there, but gonna head over here towards 4 Rogue Men and Elite Esports. Alex getting a gun now. He has an M7 in his hand, looking to see if this is gonna go. 4v4, 4 Rogue Men versus Elite. Dope Esports looking to take the fight as well, and there, Elite taking a knock off of 1. Gonna take another knock there. Now it is just down to Rax. Rax gonna get the knock there, and Thirst Elites is just down to Rax. Rax trying to hold off here with the UMP. Gonna look to hold the res button here. The other knock there. Gonna pick up another knock there. Now it's just down to 1 more player. Looting on up now. Gonna look to jump on out. That is gonna be Elites eliminated. Now we're gonna head over here towards Pachinki. Death Wolves losing 1. Death Wish, not Death Wolves. Death Wish losing 1 already. Dope also losing Baby Tang. So we shall see how this is gonna go. I have quite a few people on top of one another. As we have New Era also over here on top. Waiting on off. Nova and Vicious, last 2 alive. But we also have Sadness in here. Sadness, the UMP. I guess not aware of Nova. Nova gonna pick up that free elimination there as well. Cheeseball gonna get knocked there. Mali as well. Now they're gonna be looking to move on up. Nova looking to lead the charge right now. Looking to take on to Harmon. Gonna get the run over there. Now it's just down to 1 more player. T-swap in there. That is gonna be TG eliminated. But we also have the likes of Lethal Esports trying to pick up these elims. Static and Vicious looking to try to be revived. Death Wish taking knocks left and right. Now it's just down to Xrip and entries. As Dope is picking up these elims onto them. Are they aware that there's a player in here? They are. Xrip throwing out a nade. Not be able to get that one, but get knocked there. Now it's just down to Zentries for the lines of Death Wish. We do also have Real Gunners Esports here. 2 eliminations here already, as that's going to be Death Wish eliminated. Now it is a 3v4 here. Gonna head on over here towards EXO. Up to 1 elimination already. On to Emperor here. Or Broken Spirit. Might be Broken Spirit. Broken Spirit's taken 2 losses. Emperor hasn't taken 1. I think they are a little split up, but EXO Elite with their spread out here, trying to find these angles onto these teams. Let's see how this goes here. So we do still have those 2 teams in likes of Pachinki, but we're gonna head on over here towards 4 Rogue Men versus Inhuman. Bro is pro, gonna be taken out. Now just down to Pixel and Joshi, as Brar is not coughing, gonna get knocked there. Dope looking to try to have another game here to take on Coffin out. Now they're looking towards Neverside. Neverside on the church. Havoc looking that way. Taking those shots, not connecting, but Entity not too far away. Might be looking at third party here. So let's see how this is gonna go. Neverside's aware of them. Gonna be prone right now. Gonna be trying to stay quiet as possible. Nexus driving on around. Are they going to play this hillside? of Church. Possibly take out Neverside's Entity. Slowly moving on up here for Rogue Men. Taking loss as Entity. Not gonna get taken a loss. Neverside's gonna get knocked though. Havoc gonna pick up that knock onto them. Dope is looking to make a push up here. They're making a push up here onto Entity as Real Gunners Esports in the backside. Voltex going on a lead on out. Honey Badger in hand and he's going to lead as well. But that's going to be 8. Did it not. Now they're looking to push on up towards Nexus and Hunter. Last 2 alive for Entity right now. Let's see how it goes. LZZ going to get knocked there. So now it's just down to Havoc and Voltex. Havoc looking to pick up a need, looking to throw it towards Hunter's way. Not though. As another need is being cooked on up. That one's going to go out, tagging Hunter up just a little bit. Voltex getting knocked there by the need. Havoc looking to throw another need towards Hunter there. Hunter going to get knocked. So now it's just down to Nexus versus Havoc here. Who is going to win it? Havoc with the pump, tagging up Nexus so far. All being pulled out from Nexus though. As that's going to be Dope. Taking them on out up to 7 elims. LZ and Havoc last 2 up. Now they're going to be in for a 2v2. Real Gunners Esports versus Dope Nahan cooking up a need. Going to throw that one in. As LZ staying alive. Havoc aware. Going to get healed on up. Nemo. So that's going to be LZ getting on tagged up by DarKer Esports. Now looking to try to heal up here. That's Real Gunners Esports not really allowing them to. Need to take the fight. Nahan's tagging them on up. Nahan's going to get knocked though. As that's going to be Real Gunners Esports getting taken on out. Dope up to 9 eliminations here. So we still have EXO on the side. Losing 2 already. Spet and Slider. Slider being the last one alive. DarKer Esports moving on over past the duo from Inhumans. Dope still in Pachinki center of zone. We're going to stay on them for now. As they're looking to take some shots. Havoc now up taking some shots. LZ looking to get revived now. Shall see how this goes here. As DarKer Esports looking to make a push up. LZ gonna get Russ, Havoc, and LZ gonna take the buggy. Move on out. Move on more into Pachinki. LZ flipping the buggy there. Havoc gonna stay by the 1-story. As LZ's gonna look to heal on up here. DarKer Esports making their way down now. So let's see how this is gonna go here. As LZ's trying to get healed on up. LZ might look to try to make a run back for it to get in a further building as DarKer Esports moving on up. Let's see how this is gonna go. DarKer Esports spreading on out. Checking the squad house, but not sure. Might be looking to get on out of their top 10 right now. Just heading on into the second zone. That's X-rated now. Looking to move on in here. Looking to push on to the likes of Broken Spirit. Broken Spirit have 1 more alive. As Slider picks up a knock there. On to Silas. Slider's going to be looking for that healing on him as well. The rest of X-rated moving on up. There is still a solo. Teddy here moving on around. Slider trying to hold on off there. Silas bleeding on out there. Are they going to get that res off? They sure are. So now it's just down to Teddy here in hospital zone. Closing on in. Inhumans being surrounded by DarKer Esports here. Shall see how this is going to continue to go. That's gonna be Ronaldo getting knocked. That's gonna be What's Good Gaming. What's Good? Not What's Good Gaming. What's Good Esports coming on in here, looking to join this party as Inhumans and DarKer Esports get into it. Angelica, Nebby, G, and Nebby all taking this fight. Shall see how this is going to be looking to go here, as we have another team looking to join on in. 4 Rogue Men. G getting pushed up on G. Going to be losing the ones there immediately. It's now DarKer Esports. Maybe looking to use this as their time to get on out of there, as New Virtus and Young go looking to get on out of there. As 4 Rogue Men's looking to do the same. What's Good Esports moving back on up the hill. So let's see how this is gonna go. As Angelica going back on up. 4 Rogue Men looking to push towards DarKer Esports. Noob getting tagged up there. Demon maybe looking to C-swap here. It's gonna do so, but gonna get tagged on up. Leading the hill on up. Bang. Boda not doing much here. So we shall see how this is gonna look to continue to go here. It's 4 Rogue Men now looking towards X-Rated. X-Rated now might be looking to take the fight with 4 Rogue Men. As Chicken Choker's also looking to join on in over here, passing on by Dope, chilling in Pachinki right now, top 8. 9 elims for Dope as well. Havoc with 7 of those. I guess they're throwing flashes around for the fun of it. Player F124 gonna be getting eliminated by, I don't know what the hell was going on, but Neto from Chicken Choker's gonna get knocked there. K getting knocked in return though. Knight and Jack. Knight actually being the last one alive here. Ninja not Dynamon up, not hitting anything there. Spot under the buggy, but not being able to do so. As X-Rated getting their resets off, as What's Good Esports taking losses left and right. Now down to Banky, the duo from 4 Rogue Men just picking up knocks left and right. 4 Rogue Men now up to 13 eliminations. 5 apiece to Demon and Bangata. Don't really know how you say his name, but hey, 13 elims as a duo. Let's see how this continues to go. So we do have Chicken Chokers passing on by Dope. The duo looking to make their way into the zone. So let's see how this continues to go. As we're in the top 6 here. Teddy in the buggy there needs to be a little careful here. As Bing, Boda gonna hop on out. Looking at the monster truck, not sure why no one is there. As Dope might be looking to take a fight with DarKer Esports here. Util going on out. Virtus gonna get knocked there. As Young Goat taking the backside. Havoc's gonna be looking towards that way of Goat. Young Goat getting tagged on up. Havoc taking his time looking that way. LZ looking to push on up onto Noob, getting the knock and thirst immediately. Now just down to Young Goat. As now they're aware of X-Rated being on the hill. X-Rated looking to move on down here. Havoc gonna look to start pre-nading here. As Silas getting tagged on up. Ninja getting spotted there. Ninja low. We're actually just getting tagged on up. Havoc now looking to cook up some nades here. Havoc gonna look to throw those nades across to see if he can do some damage to help out his teammate LZ. LZ gonna get knocked there. Smoke's coming on out here. Havoc looking to hold the stairway pump in his hand, but Young Goat gonna have the angle there, taking him on out, but with the top 6 as well as 11 elims, they should be fine for the win. His needs are coming on out here from Young Goat. Chicken Joker's driving on by here, looking to possibly take Young Goat's spot. Molly coming on into Young Goat's building, but not gonna hit him. I think X-Rated maybe looking to push on up onto him. This box doing amazing work here for Young Goated. As X-Rated is gonna be looking to move on up here onto the solos possibly, but we shall see. Another knee going on out, tagging up K there. K down to half HP. Now looking to try to survive. As now Teddy looking to take a fight with 4 Rogue Men. The duo. Shall see how this is looking to go. Shots coming out left and right from X-Rated. X-Rated needs to be a little careful taking multiple angles. As X-Rated looking to make a crash. That's going to be the likes of X-Rated as Knight does go out. Young Goat still holding inside. Another Molly looking to come on in here. Let's go. Is holding off a need, possibly coming on in towards his way. He's gonna jump on out towards Ninjas. That's gonna be X-Rated taking him on out. Now down to a 2v4 situation. 14 elims here for 4 Rogue Men. As X-Rated have 11. X-Rated now looking to drive around. X-Rated, is this going to be their game to take? Definitely not going to be enough to take first place overall because Dope has had such an amazing night. A second place with 6 elims, of win with 6+ elims, and then as well as first place with 19. Silas pushing on out, almost getting knocked there, but that is going to be X-Rated taking game number 4, picking up 13 elims to their name there. Four Rogue Men going out in second there with 14 elims. DarKer Esports going out in third with 3. Broken Spirits going out in fourth there with 1. Chicken Chokers going out in fifth with 4. Dope Esports going on in 6th there. With 11 elims. What's Good Esports going out in 7th with 1. Lethal Esports going out in 8th with 1. Now take a look at the rest of the results here. Before we take a look at stars of the match, we do get to the bottom. First team eliminated fully is Elite Esports. Don't know who that SW player is supposed to be playing for, but that is going to be that. Stars of the match is going to be Havoc going all out with 7 elims, Bang with best companion, and Silas with the finisher. So we'll be right back. We should have Will name spin, so do stay tuned for that, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, we got the Will name spin here. As here are your entries. Again, the winner, go open a ticket. Yes, I will tell them who won as well, so do open a ticket. As Cruz, you are the winner for tonight's giveaway. So please go open a ticket and receive your prize as well, guys. That is going to be it for me for tonight. Appreciate you guys stopping by the stream and everything. So do show some support to 4UnderDawgs and me. I appreciate y'all. As well as I'll see you guys next week. And peace.